Hey guys, this is Two Guys and a Movie Review. As always, joined by my movie reviewing co-host and friend, John. Did you enjoy the movie?
The movie. First of all, hello everybody. And the movie was very, very different, very, very cheesy, and can't wait to get into the review. How about you?
Well, but just before we get there, I'm going to say a couple of things about the movie. Not anything like story-wise, but I'm going to say my first thoughts on it.
Sure.
I felt the movie started off very, very cheesy. If anybody sees the beginning of the movie, they'll say that the beginning is basically Mad Max.
Well, the beginning, there's nothing said. You know, the cops get on the radio, and then it goes from there. It's just odd.
Yeah, but it seems they're identical to Mad Max.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The movie itself is very funny in a very bad way. It's one of those movies that I think is a bad movie, and you either enjoy it or you hate it.
I mean, I think if someone enjoys this movie, I'd be quite surprised. I mean, there's cheese, and then there's this movie. You know,
if you enjoy the movie, please go and get some help.
I have a direct line to a psychiatrist you can call.
So let's get started with the review.
Go for it.
So basically, we start out the movie, and how would you describe the beginning?
Two cops driving along on a dirt road. They keep getting called by the dispatch. You know, come in, call whatever it is, and they don't respond. And you know, and their response to themselves are, you know, we don't need anyone to tell us what to do. We're out here on the beat. You know, driving has a motorcycle helmet on, which I thought was hysterical.
The best part about that bit is they go totally rogue.
Mm-hmm.
I better put my headphones in quickly. You know, they go totally rogue and they start doing this really weird stuff, and they go, "You're not going to tell me what to do."
Yeah, and then they stop. You know, it looks like someone's trailer's been wrecked. And the guy with the helmet gets out of the car. Says, "Let me see your license. Let me see your license." And it's two people that have been dead for Lord knows how long. There's skeletons in the car.
He says to his co-worker, they're going to a fancy dress, and a snake comes out the body.
And then you see, you know the cool car off in the distance that, you know, charges them for absolutely no reason. They never give a reason why he charges at them, but it's got the cover for the windshield and the tires, and it's a really cool looking car.
Yeah, and you can see out like this video, can't he, inside?
Yeah.
And he's got this thing that comes up like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a headlight thing, isn't it? But it comes up like this weird mirror headlight looking thing.
Yeah.
And you can see people outside.
Yeah,
so it's very.
That was the backup camera way before there was a backup camera.
Yeah, I mean to me, the car was very Knight Rider, but without all the talking and stuff.
Yeah.
And like this was like the medieval Knight Rider car, you know, if you wanted to put it in that sense. And the whole part of that bit, like he starts driving them, then he attacks the police officer with this spinny thing.
Yeah, and the police officer just happens to trip, and then the spinning thing, and it goes over his head, then splits the piece of wood in half. You know, you're lucky that wasn't your head. You know.
Yeah, and you're just like, huh?
Yeah.
You're like, what's going on here? You know.
And then the guy who threw the spinner goes to the police car to check it out, and then one of the other cops steals the souped up car.
Yeah.
So then they chase after each other, and they're bumping into each other, trying to make each other crash. Then they both crash.
Well, the best bit is of that scene, right? He's trapped in the car for like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just go like this.
That was it.
You know?
And then they cut to the fortress or whatever their place is at, and then you finally see one of the main characters, Tommy, who looks like Jim Morrison's love child.
And that's where you learn that they've got problems with water.
Yeah, water's like the precious commodity after the nuclear war.
Because what you find out is basically his father went out to look for water, and it was like over a month ago. And he's gone across these dangerous lands of loads and loads of mutants and Crazy Ball and all these other people who basically you look like you could just drive straight by them, really, because there's hardly any of them around.
It's like it's 180 miles to get the water in back,
So and then they go on about this other guy. I can't remember what the guy's name was. It was the guy who went to look for his dad with him.
John.
Okay, so John said, "Let me go," and I go, "No, John, no, you cannot go. It's too dangerous for you." And then he decides to go with a friend, and Tommy.
They have their guards in the extra truck, and they take off.
Yeah, and Tommy is in the back hiding.
Yeah, Tommy's a stowaway, of course.
Yeah. And well, here comes the next action scene.
Here comes Crazy Bull and his and I loved the name that he kept calling all of his men, the Mother Grabbers.
Well, do you know what got me about Crazy Bull? Crazy Bull looked like he should have been in a kung fu movie.
Yeah,
because he just kept going like this.
Well, I just thought it was funny. He kept quoting Shakespeare.
Yeah, I mean, what's that about?
That was so silly.
I'm going to quote Shakespeare while I'm chasing after people.
Yeah, and then the Crazy Bull and his people catch up to everybody. They think that the tanker's already full of water, and Crazy Bull ends up killing John, and Tommy hides in the spot that he hid, so they don't see him.
But Tommy hears that his dad is actually dead.
Yeah.
And he goes mental.
Yeah.
And basically then they just go, don't they?
Yeah, they kill him and they say, well, there has to be water somewhere. They take off.
But the best part,
then Tommy starts walking.
Best part of that bit is when Crazy Bull goes, "We've got water," and then he opens it, goes, "There's no water, there's no water,
there's no water." Oh my goodness!
It's like there's water. There's no water. That bit was hysterical.
Yeah, and then Tommy's out walking in the desert. Lord knows where he's going to go. Comes across, we finally learn that the guy in the car's name is Alien. Wherever that came from, and Alien's still in that car he was driving, upside down, stuck in the car.
Yeah, because he's making a scratching noise on the door.
Yeah, he has a rock that he's banging on the side of the door. Tommy hears that and goes to the car and starts giving him water. And then Alien, tells him, "I'll make a deal. You get me out of here, and I'll let you live." And Tommy's like, "Well, I can show you where the water's at."
And that's where it goes. And that's where it goes. Let me out.
Yeah, which I found funny because all Tommy did was pull on the door like half of a creek, and he got out.
Well, the thing that made me laugh too was the "What's in it for me?"
Yeah,
just pass me the iron. What's in it for me? Constantly. I'll let you live. What's in it for me? And then he just takes his drink and starts drinking it.
Yeah. That wasn't part of our deal, and throws it back to him empty.
I mean, that bit was funny. I mean, the bit where he kind of says, like you said, he opened the door a little bit and he got out. He could have probably easily kicked that himself.
Yeah.
But instead, he just laid there for like 20 minutes.
It's so silly.
It's a crazy movie, not in a good way.
Yeah.
So then we see them walking off together.
Yeah, Tommy catches up to him and just walking with him, and then what's his name, Crazy Bull and his people catch up to him, and and then it's like, "Oh, well, I know where there's water. If you spare my life, I'll tell you exactly where the water's at."
Yeah, because Alien knows Crazy Bull.
Yeah, they know each other.
There's no real explanation why.
Nope.
Other than for Alien and Crazy Ball know each other from the Wastelands of that area for some reason. Crazy Ball doesn't seem like the guy who lets people live.
Yeah.
So was Alien in his crew at one point?
They never explain it.
You know, but he is very hostile with Alien as well at the same time.
Yeah, the whole time, yeah.
So he ends up giving Alien a bike. Right.
And then the Bull's like, well, where's the water though? I don't know, ask the kid, and it rides off.
Like a true hero of a movie. See ya.
Yeah. And then Bull grabs Tommy's like, well, we'll just kill you, we'll tear you apart.
Yeah.
Well, they chain Tommy's arms to two motorcycles. They both take off. Tommy's arm comes off, but it's a robotic arm.
Yeah. Well, the thing that got me with that bit was when they pulled his arm off. I was like, yes, a kid has lost his arm in a movie. This is great, because not since last Has by the Cemetery, as you see a knife go into the kid's throat, Right. So I was like, this is awesome. And when you find out there's just a robotic arm, you're like,
well, I thought it was funny after Alien had saved them. They're driving off. He's like, "Don't forget my arm! Don't forget my arm!"
And then he shoots the arm.
Shoots the arm. They pick it up and they go to Papillon. Oh, I know this guy who might be able to help. Of course he does.
Well, I was like, and the Wasteland, a guy who can change this stuff and basically make it work, but he does make adjustments.
Yeah. And Papillon happens to have beer handy, vintage year beer. He uses it as anesthetic and gets Tommy absolutely hammered.
They're struggling with water, but they've got beer.
I guess they had their priorities in the year 3000.
So he's working on your arm and all this, and you've got Papillon, and it didn't seem like the type that would really be interested in that stuff. By the way he was acting. Like, he goes, "Oh, stay away, alien. Stay away. I'll shoot you, alien." And you're like,
you can't have my water.
Yeah, you can't have my water. All I've got is what I need. And you're sitting there going, wow, Alien's got all these weird friends.
That are trying to kill him, and they never give you a reason why.
Yeah, they don't give you a reason why these people are angry with him.
Yeah.
The only one that does is the woman that comes in it later.
Well, they go to Papillon's place, and then Alien tries to get into his car, and then the girl's in there. She puts the harpoon, the crossbow gun to his head, and then gets him out of the car, and then they kiss. It's like, okay.
And then she kicks him in the nuts. And she says, you said you were going out, and that was months ago or something.
Yeah.
You never came back. So at least we got one backstory to a degree of why they were angry.
It makes sense finally.
So the question is, was Crazy Ball his lover and he left? And was Papillon his lover and left too? Or was it in the same? Because nobody says if they were in the same community.
Yeah, they just said, oh, I know of that person, or we meet again, or whatever. It was silly.
Well, the thing is with Alien as well, he's not exactly a good guy in this movie either, is he?
Oh no,
it's far from it.
Well, I mean, he pops trash across the face.
Like a good man would. I mean, why does he call why does the woman's name have to be Trash? Is it trash because the movie's a trashy movie?
Maybe.
Trash.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an actor, you look at that like, my name is Trash.
Hey, there's something trashy about this.
Yeah.
Well, so they end up working together, don't they? And they end up trying to get the tanker to go and get water.
Yeah, right? But then Alien tells Trash all he wants the water for is to get rich.
Yeah, and he says, "Come on, we could do this together." And she's like, "No, I don't want to do that because that would be wrong." Yeah, she was holding an arrow to his head before.
Yeah.
So murdering isn't bad, but taking the water would be. Now, what I want to know is, in the year 3000, how the hell could you get rich off of water? Won't everybody just kill you?
And the thing is, nobody has any money. Nothing. Nobody has anything to give you.
Yeah.
How are you going to be rich if you have?
So where does this make sense? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's so silly.
So they end up both deciding they're going to help, and they go on their way to find the water.
And then find the water plant. It seems abandoned, which seems odd.
So they go in, and this is probably one of the best bits of the movie because you get this kind of sense that it can't be abandoned. There's got to be somebody there,
Sure.
and you also have to think to yourself, why are these people just able to walk in? You know, if they could walk in, they could find it. How come no one else has gone there?
But I mean, if it's that easy to walk into, why isn't there a line? You know?
Because it wasn't exactly the smallest and most hidden place. It was in the middle of the thing. You could see it.
Yeah. Had there, looked like solar panels out in front of it that gleamed off the sun, and
yeah, it was like, oh, where is there water? Oh, it won't be there. You know, a place like that would have been taken over ages ago.
Oh yeah, it would.
So
the one place you could pump out water.
So they go in there, right? They walk in, it's all quiet, right? Then all of a sudden you see something run across, right? In what would you call it? What would you call their outfit?
They're looks like they're wearing a trash bag with like a large rubber garbage can over their head.
That's what it looked like, right? So one of them runs, and the alien goes, "Wait here," and he goes after him, and another one jumps down and attacks Trash.
Mm-hmm.
So they're fighting, and then another one gets set alight, and you actually see somebody shoot some extinguisher at that person in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, huh?
One of the things I loved, like he said it probably 3 or 4 times, stay here. You kept telling Trash, stay here, don't move. Stay here, don't move.
And she'd never be safe. Every time he said, like, they're going to kill her in a minute. If I just say stay here, I can get away from her.
Yeah, so, and then they finally get rid of the henchmen. They stop coming or whatever, and then they realize that the thing below them is full of water.
Oh, but we need to explain one more thing before this. What they look like.
Oh yeah.
When the mask comes off, they're supposed to be mutated. They're supposed to be disturbing, disgusting mutants. But in reality, they look like somebody set them on fire.
Yeah, they just had their faces were partially melted in a fire.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And they don't look like they look harmless. They just look like they're scared. Because when the guy's mask on, it was like this.
Well, even when they were fighting, the characters, they didn't look like they wanted to fight.
No.
Like they weren't built for that,
I think they were just trying to protect what was theirs.
Yeah.
The best way they could. And I think that's something that made this movie a little bit more interesting, is the fact that it wasn't just I'm going to kill them, they're going to kill me, but there was that kind of survival at that moment, and that's probably the best part of the film.
If I would have worked there and that was my job, I'd probably do the same thing.
Exactly.
Do whatever you could to make to keep it safe.
Well, one of the things I also found interesting was they find the water, right? They realise there's water. What do? They put their dirty hands in it like this.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen this in so long. Just like splashing on, like all dirty.
Let's make the water disgusting with our hands. And
I love they probably haven't showered in years. And and her hair's still blonde and perfect. And that was hysterical.
So they do that. Then they decide to take the water. And
again, then aliens still, well, now we're really rich. We'll just get it out of here and we'll sell it to the highest bidder. And then Trash starts kissing him and then knocks him out with his own gun.
Oh, that's awesome! That's awesome. But he goes, and he goes, ooh,
down. And then he wakes up and she's gone. He checks the tank and all the water's gone.
Which is amazing because it makes you wonder how she got all out of there.
Yeah, then they didn't have a tube to get it out of there, which it would take her months to do it by hand.
I reckon she took mouthfuls like. Because how else would she do it? You know?
They'd show a bucket.
And then she ends up in conflict.
Mm-hmm.
And you get I'm guessing, do you remember what the black woman's name was?
No, I don't.
Because I don't think they had names. I think they just said that one name they kept saying.
Yeah.
Because her and one of the henchmen who looked like he was out of the New Barbarians with the white outfit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They attack her. She ends up crashing. She then hides under the tank a bit.
And then the lady turns around and finds her.
Oh, but the best bit is they go, oh, I don't know where she is. And all of a sudden she just goes like, she's over here. And you're just like, okay.
Too easy. And then, they start fighting her. And then Papillon and Tommy show up.
You know what? That was ridiculous. How the hell would they have turned up like that?
Yeah, how would they have found them that easily?
You know, it was like really, really like we're in the middle of the wasteland. The wasteland is all the same practically in this area. But what's this? We drive up, we find you, and look, Tommy's gonna throw a stone and kill the person.
Yeah, stone embeds in the skull and kills him, which I thought was hysterical.
And then this is the best part of this bit. It's a Papillon dies because he like flicks the light at her with the mirror, and instead of the boy fighting her, he just runs up to her like.
And he knows she's got blades in both of her fists.
Yeah, but he just runs up to her and she goes like this. And you're like, what the hell was that about?
And when Tommy's like, no! I'm like, that was... And of course, the sad little, the sad... was it, I forgot the main character's name. Alien. Tell Alien he's he's a son of a bee. But if I had a son, I would want to be like him. Where did that even come from?
Oh, you gotta love it. I hate him, but if I had a son, I'd want just like him.
That was bad.
Well, the best part is when they go to get more water.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're driving up, they pull over, they're like, yay! Then you see, and then it shows the guy, one of the mutants in the building. One of those heads, how did this guy survive?
Yeah.
But he's in the building, right? And all of a sudden, he sets the thing. Go on.
No, it says, go ahead.
And all of a sudden, he decides he's going to set this thing to explode the building. Destroy the water. Destroy everything. Just blow it all up.
And that's where the hysterical model came in.
Yeah, the model, which you can obviously say, it looks like you're watching Captain Scarlet or something at that moment.
It looks like really bad from the old Godzilla movies.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like that, but you can see it. But it's really funny because you see all that and it's like supposed to rise the tension. And then all of a sudden this explosion happens. Right? And they start getting really, really upset, don't they?
When Tommy's crying and, you think that Alien's crying. And, Trash is like, I never thought I'd see you cry. I'm not crying. He wipes his face and all of a sudden he looks up and you hear the clouds.
Well, what we need to remember is at the beginning of the movie, it does say there hasn't been rain in the whole of Tommy's life.
Yeah.
This is the significance of the rain. Now, the ridiculous part of that is they don't get anything to get the water. They just go, it's raining, and they start rolling over with it.
Yeah, this is water. Oh my God, this is water.
At that point, I feel like to make it as silly as it was, they should have played the song "It's Raining Men,"
And they all three of them break out into dance.
Yeah, and then have all the people from the movie. Because, we forgot all about the fight with Crazy Bob.
Oh, yeah, part of that I thought was hysterical. He's supposed to be in that car, right? He's doing all this turning. The car wasn't moving.
Well, what got me was easily it was for Alien, who was supposed to be this really talented driver and all this, to just crash right into the thing. And then when Crazy Boy is actually on the car, sticking the blade through, it's so perfectly done. It's like, and he just goes like this in the car.
Oh yeah. Just, Well, I thought one part I thought was hysterical. He's stuck in the dirt or
Yeah.
sand or whatever it is, right? He's burning rubber in the dirt. How do you burn rubber in the dirt? How?
It's just the whole movie is crazy and
And then
ridiculous.
he's stuck. The tires just keep spinning. All this debris starts falling near the area where his tire's at, and all of a sudden he gets traction again.
It's one of those movies. It's one of those movies where you watch it and you go, "Yeah, we're in for a long, long ride."
Halfway through, I'm like, "Oh, Malcolm, oh, Malcolm, Mal."
What were you thinking? Why did you buy the movie?
Oh no, hey, you want to buy it? That's your prerogative.
It only cost $10, so it wasn't that bad. It's actually got a review. It's actually got an interview with Alien on it.
Really?
And he actually does a commentary on the Blu-ray too.
How funny!
So I wonder if that's in Italian or English.
The dubbing was absolutely atrocious in this movie.
Oh, you watched it dubbed?
No, it was in English.
Well, the movie is Italian.
Oh, okay, yeah. The copy I had was all English.
Because I watched it dubbed, which probably makes it worse, to be honest. But I was like, you know what? For a movie like this, you need to watch it dubbed to get the full cheesy factor. So, what would you say overall about the movie? Like, what would you say if you had to sell it?
If I had to sell it, wow. If you're into the whole, post-apocalyptic idea, this is very, very silly. And I mean, most of the movie honestly made me laugh. It wasn't probably wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
But it made me laugh. I think this movie would be a very hard sell for anybody. But if you want absolutely mind-numbingly bad acting, really bad effects. I mean, it was 1982, I believe. The effects the effects back then were nothing compared to now. And I just think that if you're in the post-apocalyptic and you want just a silly, no-nonsense movie, you see it for $2-3, why not?
Well, the thing is, you won't see it for that price unless you buy the VHS, because the DVD was released by Code Red, which goes for about $70 now.
Wow.
And the Blu-ray is from Shout Factory, which is about $13. So if you find it somewhere cheap, you might be lucky. But I won't recommend paying more than $6 for it.
No way.
Because it's a good film in one sense, but it's a really awful film in the total sense.
Yeah.
If you like Mad Max and you think, wow, this is a Mad Max like film, it's a very, 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 very cheap, terrible version. But if you need a post-apocalyptic kind of fix, it'll probably do the job. If this is mostly your kind of favorite film where you like Italian, you like really bad movies, and you like post-apocalyptic, this is probably the movie that you'll enjoy.
And some people love watching really bad movies.
But there are far better ones, like the Bronx trilogy, the Bronx Warriors and New Barbarians. Right. They're far better, in my view.
Yeah, so, I mean, overall, for me, I give it a very generous 2 out of 5.
I would give it a 0.1. And that's being generous, because I would love to go into the minuses. No, seriously, I'd probably give it a 1.5, because even though it wasn't that great, it was still watchable.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't fast forward through anything. Just wanted to sit and watch it. It was a goofy hour and a half. Not the end of the world, so you get a chance to pick it up, but don't pay too much.
Imagine if it had been 3-4 hours.
Oh, no. Third of the way through, stop, Malcolm.
So, have you got anything else you'd like to say about the movie?
I think I pretty much said everything. It's just very very silly, very goofy. Honestly, probably would not watch it again.
Okay, I don't think I would too. So, guys, thanks for watching. Me and John review Exterminators of the Year 3000 from 1983. If you have any suggestions of movies you'd like me and John to watch and review, put them down in the comment section because we'd like some recommendations and suggestions. Because that helps. I know that we want to review what people would like to see us review as well. So, as always, guys, from me and John, take care.
Very much.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to us both and have a nice day.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for watching, guys.